Hi, Miranda. I was watching Great Gatsby, and I was trying to download. Oh, awesome! I was trying to download iTunes, the song from iTunes, Gatsby song, and that's what was taking forever. But anyways, I am Andrea Runnels. I'm a 5th grade teacher in Metro Atlanta, Georgia, and I have been doing TPT chat since April. I learned about it through one of the sellers groups on Facebook, and it's been a really integral part of building my professional network. And I was somebody who never thought that I would like Twitter. I thought I was too old for Twitter, to tell you the truth, because like my daughter used it, and so I didn't want to hear anything about Twitter and Instagram, and I'm glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone, thank you to the support of the TPT community, and, you know, have been on Periscope and Twitter and Instagram and whatever. I know I saw it in someone else's scope this morning, and I was like, I gotta try that. I scooped my chair up. I was sitting on the edge of my chair. So I wanted to help people out that might be newer to TPT chat or might never have done it at all. Disclaimer, I'm not a Twitter expert. I still have a lot to learn, but I just kind of throw myself in there, and I'm not afraid to ask questions, and that's kind of what you got to do. I remember the first one, I was kind of like, oh, well, I'll just watch. No, I didn't watch. I participated. Okay, so the first thing you want to do if you are going to do TPT chat is you want to go to erintegration.com. This is Erin Flanagan's site, and I have it saved in my Symbaloo. I just did that. Cheating. And hopefully my internet will cooperate and not be slow. Oh, it's working. So erintegration.com, okay, that's where you need to start, because she is the moderator of the TPT chats, and she posts the questions for the chat on her website every week, and she also archives the chats there. So that is your starting point, and you definitely should follow her on Twitter as well, and you can link directly to her Twitter and all her other social media right there. And what you're going to do is you are going to scroll down to the bottom of her site, because of course she's not going to put TPT chat as her top priority on her blog. She's going to put her products, which she makes amazing iPad products. I just wrote my first Donors Choose project, and I'm waiting on it to be approved, and I had to include an iPad because I feel like I'm in the 1800s not having an iPad. Okay, so you go down right here, and there it is, this little TPT chat. You click on that, and you can find the questions. Like I said, I have been doing this since April, and I decided to, hi Amanda, I'm gonna host my first Twitter chat next week. I signed up to do one of the TPT chats because it's got to be a big task doing it every week. But if you keep, she's got general rules right here for you, and I know you can't see them on here, but here are like this week's questions, and what I do is actually look this up on my phone, and then I will take a screenshot so that I know what the questions are, and I don't have to keep referring back to her website during the chat. And most of the time, the questions are going to ask you to share resources or like a link to a blog post or you know, a link to something on Pinterest. So it's the kind of thing that you want to look at in advance. You don't want to just I mean, you could just do it as you go, but it's helpful to be prepared in advance. And like I said, you can choose to participate in all of the questions or one of the questions, or you can just go back and read the archives later. That's the thing about Twitter chats, is we don't mind people lurking. And like I said, we don't go into too specifics. It's an equal playing field. There have been some super big sellers that are participating in the chat sometimes. And then there's, you know, all kinds of people. People that are beginners, people that are, you know, have been on TPT for a while, but aren't in the big seller range yet. I prefer to refer to myself as a big fish in the making. But anyway, so everyone's equal. It's not like, oh, well, you know, this is the big leagues and you're not part of it. Nope, everyone is welcome to the Twitter chats. So, like I said, she has very clear directions, and she also has general guidelines right above this. And it always starts with an introduction, and a lot of people make these little things like this. you know, with all their info instead of typing it all at first. Brooke Brown has a really good template for one of these on her website. I mean, on our Teachers Pay Teachers store. So if you want to just fill in a template, you can do that. After Ash, Miss Idealistic, told me about the site. I don't remember what site it was, but I had these sparkly social media icons. I had to make my own because that was just too amazing not to. But anyways, a lot of people start with that for their intro. And then when you do the questions, you, yeah, I don't even remember, but if you say so, Miranda. When you answer the questions for the Q1, Q2, when you answer the questions, you have to make sure that you write like A1 in the comment, because if not, it's not going to make sense. And you also, anytime you do a Twitter chat, you are welcome. Anytime you do a Twitter chat, you have to do the hashtag, okay? Hashtags aren't just like for attention getters on Instagram. Like, you know, I'm too old for this. That's one I used last night. But anyways, this is how people can find, that I just made that one on Canva. And like I said, there are lots, Glitter Meets Glue has some free social media, icons, and, I don't remember the seller that I downloaded them from, but all the ones that I've found are free on TPT. So you can just download your own, and you can just make it in PowerPoint or make it in Canva. There's no really big trick to it, but I use Canva for mine. But anyways, make sure you put the hashtag. Okay. Thank you, Miranda. That's going to be real helpful to people. Make sure you put the hashtag, because that's how people can search for it and find the chat. That's kind of like how your conversation goes. I'm going to show you how to use TweetDeck, because here's an example, okay? If I just go to Twitter, and you can do a Twitter chat on your phone, but it's kind of complicated because you can't really use Tweet. I don't think there's an app for TweetDeck. If there was, I would have already found it, but it's easier to do it on your computer. But if I just go to Twitter, no, I don't want to log into that account. See, now I've got 2 accounts now. So, I had my other computer pulled up, but it was being too slow. No, I don't want to log in. Sorry, one second. I got to log back into my, first account. Runnels. I made one for our new 5th grade lab show, and, I was logged in there. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. And then to schedule them ahead of time, and not even ahead of time, just a few minutes ahead of time. Okay, so here's like, Twitter can be really overwhelming if you're just on your home page. No, I don't want to turn, see, this is what I'll say. No, I don't want to turn my followers into customers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to do catchphrases, and I'm sure you have one. But if you just see like all these random things, all these ads, everything, you can never find anything. So your best friend on Twitter is the search tool right here. And all you need to do is this is the hard way to do TPT chat. I'm going to show you TweetDeck in a minute, but I don't want to overwhelm people that are brand new trying to teach them 5 million things. But I can go right here, and I can find TPT chat, and this, you can see my little tweet right there, my last tweet, and you can find like the top, and then the most helpful thing is you can go to like all tweets, like TPT chat forever. I don't even know when it started, but you can go back and find like Erin posts, and Erin usually posts the questions on Facebook and on here. So like I said, it's a really good idea to follow her, and then during the chat, follow the other people, because they are going to be your allies and your your peers in the chat. And so it's just kind of like use protocol. You don't have to follow them, but most of them have really good ideas, and that's kind of how they you build your following. That's why I have so many Twitter followers, because through doing chats. Okay, so this is all of the chats. This is TPT chat forever, and it's depending on like how many times it got retweeted or how many likes or whatever, then this is kind of a jumble. So there's a much easier way to do this, and it's to use something called TweetDeck. And it has made my life much easier. Okay, so it's called just TweetDeck.com, and so let's link it from my Symbaloo every time. Waiting on my slow internet. This is why I use my phone for everything. But if you can't even remember that, then just Google TweetDeck. That's what I did. Me too. I love Symbaloo. I don't know why I didn't start using it before the summer, because I have one on my course page for my kids and I have one for myself. And you see, I linked right to it. Hi, Kiana. So here's what you do on TweetDeck. You set up columns based on what you want. Okay, so I've got one that's way old from another chat, and you can see it's like 122 days old. So I probably need to close out that little block. But I have one for TPT chat first, and you just have to kind of play around with them. This is what's on here. And this is notifications, and it's a good idea to have one called mentions too, because you want to make sure if someone replies to your tweet and like gives you a personalized comment that you reply back to them, because you know it's rude not to. If they're like, oh, that's a great idea, and then you don't ever say anything, they're going to think that, oh wow, why didn't that person respond? So this is going to tell you every time someone likes your tweet and when someone mentions you or retweets something, and you want to make sure that you are sharing the love and liking things and retweeting things. And if you tweet too many times, then it will block you from Twitter. It'll go to Twitter jail, but that hasn't happened to me. I haven't liked it too many times. PV Tech, you're supposed to be on your way here, girl. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to add another column, because I need to add another column for I'm going to show you how to find another chat, okay, for social studies chat. You can also schedule your tweets over here, and you can add pictures. Like when I go to do my intro for TPT chat, I will just, hi Jess, I just add a picture and it will find your pictures, and you still only get 140 characters, which stinks, which that's one reason why I was hesitant for Twitter at first, because I have a lot to say, and doing 140 characters is a lot for me. Yeah, I saw that on someone else's, that FabFit5 lady. She's tell it like it is. I like her. She had the snowflakes this morning. But direct message is like Facebook message or whatever. But I can schedule a tweet. What you can do is set the time and make sure your computer is set on the correct time zone, because mine was not. And I have blog posts that said I posted them at like 5:40 in the morning, and I really post them at 9 o'clock. So check your time zone on your computer and your settings. But so you can go through and schedule it, and you can practice that if you want. But you have to be careful. If you are in the middle of scheduling a tweet and then you go to reply to somebody, it's gonna mix those two together. But like I said, just practice that, the TweetDeck. And I'm going to show you how to add a column with another chat, chat, okay? Yeah, there's a learning curve to it. I think there's a learning curve to everything with social media, but you just got to kind of step in there. And most of the time people have written a tutorial about it. And mine might not even be as user friendly for everybody as it could be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, I've got several different chats on here. I'm going to add another chat. Now another chat that I do sometimes is social studies chat, SS chat on Monday nights. I usually forget about it. There are so many good chats. There's like the Learn Like a Pirate, the Teach Like a Pirate, all that whole pirate family. They have really good chats, and I just see them on my notifications all the time. So there are lots of good chats. And if you, there are grade level chats, gifted and talented chats, homeschool chats for everything. So like I said, if you need more resources for that, if you tweet me or email me, or you can find me anywhere on social media pretty much, I can point you in the right direction. So yeah, definitely. So many. Okay, so the TPT chat is on Monday nights, and I always forget about it. What I'm going to do, and you see I've looked it up. We can talk about Sound of Music another time, but SS chat is one that I do. So I'm going to search for that one. And, TPT chat is on Sundays at 8 o'clock Eastern. Social Studies chat, SS chat is on Mondays at 7. Mondays at 7 Eastern. Whenever I say times, I'm doing Eastern time. So I want to add a column for SS chat, and it's really easy. All I did was just search for it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a column right here. Boom. And now tomorrow night, if I want to do the chat, which the chat is about simulations and social studies, so I think that's a really cool topic. I just always forget. Now, I don't have to follow this in my, because if you look back, here's what my news feed, or whatever it's called, Twitter feed, would look like right here, okay? You see I've got like Scholastic has this on sale. Kim Garst, who posts stuff all the time. She's awesome, but, you know, if I'm trying to chat, you might see like every other comment is a chat, depending on how many people you follow. So it's like really impossible to find what you're doing if you don't use TweetDeck. So right now, I can just ignore. I wish you could maximize a column to just look at that one, but I don't think you can. You can move the columns around. I don't remember. I think you can. I don't remember how to do that right now. But you can move the columns because, like I said, I would probably move this one, and I would probably delete these that are really old. But now I can just look at this column for SS chat, and then if I want to just do TPT chat, I can just look at that one. So and I think they're all over here, my chats. You can get to them over here on the side, right there. And I put that one first. Okay, so someone else she replied, or he, I can't remember. I think it might be a both. They replied, and see what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like, that's just like a like on Facebook. I like their comment. So, see how they have hashtag TPT chat? So everything with hashtag TPT chat is gonna show up in this column for me. I don't have to, even if I'm not following the person that is in the conversation, because you have new people join all the time. Even if I'm not following them, I can see everybody that's participating in this column right here. Okay, just to prove to you how many chats there are out there, I'm back on regular Twitter, okay? I'm just gonna search for, let's say, I don't know, randomly, first grade teacher chat. Let's just do a hashtag, first grade chat. And let's just try it and see how many Twitter chats there are. Let's do an experiment. Look, boom, there's a first grade chat. And so if I taught first grade, I could click on the hashtag and I could find every single comment that has been made in the first grade chat. So if you just search, the search tool is your best friend and TweetDeck is your best friend. And just back to the recap, because since I have to add summarizing on my lesson plans first. Yeah, no, you can't access Twitter. It is, let me show you how I did it again. Okay. Let's say you don't, by going to airintegration.com. Okay. So let's recap. Start here, airintegration.com. That's step 1. Okay. And if you do the /TPT chat, you can get right to it. Start there because she's the moderator and she posts all the chats. And then, I said, I don't know what I've done to my computer. It keeps crapping out on me. Doing that. Because I carry it around by the top. Then what you do, if you can't, you can I promise you can Google TweetDeck and find it. Just do tweet. Mine's going to pop up because I've searched for it. Okay, if I just look, let's say I just did tweet. And I should have my glasses on because I can't see. TweetDeck, okay? Well, all results for TweetDeck. It's this one right here. So all I did was Google it, and it's right there. It's the same thing. And then you just log in with your Twitter. And of course, I already have an account, so it's going to take me straight to that. So that is how you get to TweetDeck. TweetDeck.twitter.com. But, you know, when in doubt, you can always try Googling something. So, if you, and like I said, just add a column. All I did to add a column was just click, I searched for the chat. Okay, let's fake like I'm doing that first grade chat. Okay, and I'll add a column for that. But I really need to put my glasses on. First grade chat. Okay, the fake, and of course I have caps lock on. And it doesn't matter. I asked this question. I'm not afraid to ask the dumb questions. I was like, does it make a difference if you have capital letters or not in a hashtag? And apparently it does not matter if you have capital letters or not. So remember, I just did that fake search for first grade chat. Okay, this is what I just found on Twitter. And it's going to pop up in just a minute. You are welcome. It's hopefully, like I said, my Wi-Fi is slow. All I have to do at the bottom And I can search for particular people that have commented within there. And you can also see apparently like who has participated in this too. Maybe you're looking for a certain like big TPT seller that has participated. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to, it's so easy. Add column. Boom. It's right there. And everything about first grade chat is right there. Like I said, if you play around with this tool right there, then you can move it or you can set it up differently. So I hope this was helpful. Don't be to jump on Twitter. There's a learning curve for everybody. And the chat goes, the good thing about Twitter is it's not like a live conversation. If you are just kind of watching in real life, standing there, you're going to feel like an idiot. But if you're behind the screen on Twitter, if you lose track of the chat, then it's okay. You can just go back and start from the bottom and scroll back up, because sometimes like everyone is tweeting at once and the comments will go really, really fast. Good. And I'm like, oh gosh, who said what, where, when, why, how? And so all I do is I just move my, back here, TPT chat. I will just move this down to back to the bottom to like start over. Okay, and then you can always read it, later if you get totally confused, or you can, like I said, she archives them on her website. So definitely follow Erin. Definitely check out TweetDeck, and you're going to be surprised at how many great chats there are out there. I was really surprised, and I never thought I would be a Twitter fan, but I am. So my friend is supposed to be on her way, which she joined the Periscope, so that just seems to me like she is leaving her house and heading here. But I told her to be here at 5:45 because she's always late. So I knew that she would be here on time if I told her 5:45. But anyways, that is where you can find me. And if you have any questions about Twitter, you can ask. And if I don't know, I will find out the answer for you. And I hate that I'm missing TPT chat tonight and probably Sunday Night Live. But sometimes you got to just, thank you. You got to be sociable. My dad got me the tickets for Celtic Woman for Christmas, and because he knows I'm into like the Irish culture or whatever, because I'm the most Irish looking one in the family. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope that those of you that are on break are finding balance and relaxing. I tried relaxing yesterday and I was bored, so I'm back to working on my Edu Empire tomorrow. My arm is giving me a lot of problems with this cold weather, so I think I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor for that, but that's a boring story. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will talk, whoops, I hate when I do that. I back down to the notifications. Awkward. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. Oh, I did it again, stupid thing. Okay.